Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do that unless we play those new celebratory letters, EDH. What does it stand for today, Hado Cam?
It's a new year and y'all still asking us what this stands for. This is ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. It stands for entering dangerous houses. That's right. You better call before you come. You better not pop right over out the blue. That's right. We're entering into a new phase of Magic. That's right. We're journeying into the Phyrexia. But before we put that seatbelt on and crank that car up, we need to give a shout out to one of our patrons.
That's right. We always want to shout out one of our patrons when they join the Mana Squad. And today we are shouting out Carolina with a K, Rosini.
You probably from North Carolina, and if you are, you probably take a shirt off and spin it right here just like a helicopter. But anyway, thank you for supporting us, from the Carolinas. And because you believe in what we do, you know we got to shout you out. Who's their favorite commander?
All right, Carolina's favorite commander is actually partners. This is Rowan and Will Kenrith, the two twin Kenriths.
The Lannister twins, we understand.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been Petey and Pablo, but not in that order. That's the only people I know from North Carolina, honestly.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah. All right. So to kind of just break down Will and Rowan, it's a lot because, you know, these are partners and there also is, you know, it's a lot of text on these cards, but essentially they do a lot. They're planeswalkers. One is red, one is blue. Either one can be your partner or they can also be your partner commander. And there's a lot going on where they basically work in tag team. We'll have them up on the screen so you can check out their abilities individually. It's just way too much to cover, and we don't have that much time. But Carolina, thank you for joining the Mana Squad. And of course, we're going to move on to the next topic.
So like we were saying, you know, we're going into a new set. We're going back to Phyrexia. I don't even know why we left in the first place because Dominaria wasn't even all that kosher. But anyway, new Phyrexia.
Personally, I thought Dominaria was mediocre.
And I believe you're wrong. So, moving ahead.
He didn't even hear what I said.
I didn't, not a word. I just heard rah, 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 rah.
Rada, rada.
We're looking at Phyrexia, and every time we touch Phyrexia, I get a little afraid. Yeah. I get a little scared.
Yeah, I see your muscles tense up a little bit. Probably your butt cheeks clench up probably
just
too.
Just a little bit, you know. New underwear is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Because words like infect start jumping into place.
Yeah,
words like praetor jump into face. Words like Phyrexia in general terrifies you. It's like finding out, oops, there's no more, you know, mayonnaise in the refrigerator. That sandwich ain't being made. So, with that being said, and the stuff that goes bump in the night, we were trying to figure out what were the best Phyrexian cards out there.
Yeah, and not even necessarily cards that represent Phyrexia, because, you know, we got all the praetor faces and whatnot, but we're specifically just looking at what, Cam?
We're looking at just the Phyrexian cards that, you know, just sing out there. And I know people want to jump to the Praetors because that's so easy to do. Hey, you know, nothing in this world worth doing is easy, all right? We can always say Vortex. We can always say Ellis Nord. There's Sheldrick.
Sheldrick.
What's the red one that don't matter?
He doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. That one. We don't say that one because that one...
we don't talk about him.
Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno. So anyway, like I was saying, we're going to talk about our 4 favorite Phyrexian cards.
That have Phyrexian in the name of the card.
Or just PHY. They're close enough.
Yeah, Phyrexians is a thing. Maybe. We'll see. We might let it slide.
You know, we can put Boba Fett if he in there. Just start with an F. Whatever. So anyway, let's get started with our top 4 favorite Phyrexian cards. And, you know, give a little description of why you like this card.
All right, so first card I'm going to talk about that has Phyrexian in the title. I think I got to have to give it up to Phyrexian Purge.
Okay.
So this is a 4-drop sorcery, 2 in Rakdos. So I actually just recently used the card in the game. It came in clutch, was able to wipe an entire board of creatures off at the expense of paying some life, but I was able to bargain a deal with my other fellow players to leave me alone for a few turns because Phyrexian Purge says pay 3 life per target, destroy any number of target creatures. Just get rid of threats just by paying 3 life for each one.
These threats.
I
break it to your mama's house.
And of course, this is from the Mirage era.
I gotta say, I was hooked on the name Purge. You know, you had me at Purge.
Purge 1, Purge 3, Purge back again, Purge Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
We got all the Purges, baby.
Purge, Return of the Mr. Clean. But anyway, you know what? I can smell what you stepping in. You know, it's a pretty decent card. You know, I'm petty. I'll pay the life.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll destroy a token if I got to, just to assert dominance. But you know, okay, let me go to one. This one is called my pick. First pick is called the Phyrexian Splicer.
Ooh.
Now this is just what do you call the lowest form of card? It's like a common or uncommon.
It's common, kind of like those other formats that we don't play.
Yeah, the lesser formats. But this card is actually busted.
And I'm actually mad that you chose the card because this was actually on my list. Man, I probably introduced you to this card at one point. But anyway, go ahead, explain it to the people.
It's disgusting and it's so unassuming because it's a 2-drop common artifact. You can pay 2 and tap it, and you can give a creature flying, first strike, trampling, or shadow. Do you know what shadow means? Shadow means you don't see it coming. As Jimbo said, it's coming right for us.
Yeah, it's like shadow boxing. It's like you're missing the most important part of that because not only are you giving those to a particular one of those abilities to a particular creature, you're taking it away from another one. So if your opponent over there has a flyer that you think you won't be able to get through, and no, it doesn't. Now your creature has flying.
I got one for you. Check this out. Big booty creatures, big body creatures with shadow. You know what can only block shadow? More shadow. You remember the last time shadow was printed? By the same time as horsemanship. Never. That's right. I'm coming through your front. I'm coming through your front door. I'm putting my feet on your couch. That's what I like to rock. What you got over there?
All right, moving on to the next on the Phyrexian list. We're going to talk about Phyrexian Tyranny. This is a Grixis card, one of the first cards I played when I first started playing Magic.
First of all,
Grixis.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Phyrexian Tyranny. It is oppressive. I like this card. I don't even know what it does.
I don't know. I just see Apocalypse sitting in the middle of the frame because that's just how boss this dude looks. Whoever that is, I'm pretty sure it might be it's Krovax. It's Krovax. Okay, I got to start reading the lore a little bit more. The everything's at the bottom of the card. But anyway, essentially for all those players who like to draw a bunch of cards out there with no consequences, we got consequences today because Phyrexian Tyranny says that anytime a player draws a card, you lose 2 life unless you pay 2. And we know that people aren't paying their taxes out there.
Nobody pays.
So go ahead, draw away, make them will, do whatever. They're taking that pain.
It's only 2 things that are certain in this life, and that's death and YouTube ads. Anyway, going into my list, I gotta give a shout out to this one card. It's called Phyrexian Unlife.
Unlife. It's like when you can't use the certain word in the title, so we just say we're gonna unalive them.
I'm gonna unalive you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick in your door and pull out this knife and unalive you. Night of the living unalive.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, what is our Phyrexian Unlife though?
It's an enchantment, and it says you don't lose the game when your body drops to 0.
Ooh.
When you hit the flow, you don't lose the game. But
Nice.
any damage that you catch over 0, all life is dealt as infect.
Ooh, okay.
But
okay.
it's a second chance.
It is.
And then there's cards out there that say, you know what, you can't get counters.
That is true. Salinity is something like that. I'm not sure if that's the one that targets you. Says that you can't get the counters. But there's a couple of enchantments that say, and a couple of creatures as well that say you can't get the poison counters. You can't get the -1 counters. You can't get any counters.
Anyway, I'm just sorry, but I'm an immortal. That's pretty much what's happening.
You're uncounterable.
I'm undead. I'm an undead heathen sitting on the table, just choosing at will like a god who I dispatch with first. You're all at my mercy with this card. I'm letting you know right now. I'm slotting it in a white deck. It's coming for you.
That's right. All right. Speaking of Unlife, I want to talk about the next Phyrexian on my list because this is actually a Phyrexian zombie.
Wait. Hold up. That's the same thing. Undead. What's the point?
Phyrexian is a little bit more than undead. They're unalive.
They're symbiotes, basically. You know,
Pretty much.
If you leave your bread in your refrigerator for 2 months, that's what a Phyrexia is.
Yeah, it's that little stuff that's growing in the corner of the bread.
You know it's there, but you just don't want to clean it out yet.
You filthy. All right, so Phyrexian Delver is the card I'm talking about. It's a 5-drop, 3 and 2 black. Like I said, it's a Phyrexian zombie. When it enters the battlefield, when it hits the floor, you can bring a creature from your graveyard back to the battlefield. You just have to lose life equal to a CMC.
So basically what you're saying is when it hits the floor, next thing you know, try to get low.
Get low.
Okay, get low.
Okay, yeah. So definitely a Phyrexian that you want to run in a lot of your decks. I think that it sees a lot of play, especially doing a lot of heavy lifting. That this is basically Reanimate, which is a 1-drop sorcery. So this is just a Reanimate with a body.
Okay, with a body.
With a body.
That means you can hit it. All right, let me come save the world right now because I think we need to be saved. I need you to hold on to your butts. This is called the Phyrexian Dreadnought. It's a common. I need you to understand this, children. It is a common, all right? Phyrexian Dreadnought is a one drop. 12 body, 12 booty. Now I know what you're saying, but Hadoken, you gotta sacrifice up to 12 power. Shut your mouth.
Shut it all the way up.
Heathen. You heathen. You act like Raise the Alarm ain't out there. The one where you get the 2-1-1s. Mm-hmm. You act like Wedding Announcement ain't dropping you bodies. And then it turns into an anthem that gives you 2-2s. You can get this card out as easy as turn 3 out in these streets. Are you serious? Are you serious? And now you got a 12-12 monsters kicking in the doors like it pay rent. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out.
Yeah, so Phyrexian Dreadnought is actually used in a lot of combo decks. You get a lot of combo potential as far as like just throwing it into your graveyard, having other creatures copy it, so you don't get those negative effects of Phyrexian Dreadnought appearing. But it's a lot of, it's a few ways to combo people and smack them in the face with this one though.
First of all, don't care about that. What I care about is throwing it at you. That's right, Flink. I'm gonna hit you in your face. I'm gonna punch you in your grill. I'm coming for you. All this just messed up. That's what I'm going for.
Yep. So I want to move on to my last Phyrexian card. And it's not really all that remarkable, but it's one that it's pretty dubious, and it makes some of your opponents like, scratch your head a little bit like, did this just happen to me? But when I first started playing, I played a little card called Phyrexian Infiltrator. This is what Phyrexians are known for, basically being the Trojan horses of cards, even though there is a Trojan horse card already printed out there. But we're not going to talk about that.
I got to say this right quick. All these names are just rude, all right? Every Phyrexian sound like it's about to violate you. And I'm like, bro, nah, I'm going to need you to chill, all right?
Hey, you didn't know they had a club called the Violators?
I'm just saying, man. I just saw one last week just called the Phyrexian Mud Stompers. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
The Phyrexian Head Crackers.
Exactly. Phyrexian Nuck if you buck. I was like, whoa. Man, you need to chill.
Calm down, Elish Norn.
Exactly.
But yeah, so Phyrexian Infiltrator is a 3-drop, 2 in a black, 2/2. And this one is pretty rude, as we talked about, because what you do is you pay 2 and 2 blue, or you can reduce the activated cost in any way you feel like. If you have some ways to do that, there's plenty of ways to do that. But essentially, you take this card and exchange it with another target creature. So basically, you say, oh, is that a strong commander you got over there, or a strong creature you got? Here, you can have this one instead. It's almost like a Gilded Drake, but $1,000 cheaper.
Exactly.
And essentially what you do is you donate this card to a player who can't produce blue mana. And this is how you do the old switcheroo, even if you're not playing just a card called switcheroo that you could also just use this for as well.
Yeah,
but
that's 5 mana and trashy.
Yeah, but this is also investing like 7 mana total. But I just thought it was a card people should know about. All right, what we got next?
First of all, he lied to y'all. That card sucks. Let me explain why. Because there's way too much mana to do something I can just kill with. Ooh, that's an interesting creature. Swords, Plowshare. Ooh, that's a cute creature. The one that gives you the land. Path to Exile. Ooh, that's a cool creature. Are
you just saying that cards die to removal?
Huh?
Are you just saying cards die to removal?
It's a little more complicated than that. They die to being thrown off the table too. I mean, you don't just have to remove it. You can remove the person.
It's true.
Anywho, coming to the stage, I saved the best for last. The best Praetor out there is Vorinclex. I'm lying to you. I'm not going to do that to you. The best one is called Phyrexian Scriptures.
Ooh. So not only are they the Violators and they got all these clubs out here, they got Phyrexian Scriptures, which sounds like a Wu-Tang album coming near to you, dropping this year.
It sounds more than that. It sounds like collection plates will be coming out and they will be collecting for the building fund. Ooh. Let me get on my soapbox and preach about this card, because I've been telling people about this card for years, all right?
All right, what does it do?
Phyrexian Scriptures is a saga. It has 3. 1, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature, becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. 2, destroy all non-artifact creatures. I don't think you heard me right quick. Destroy all non-artifact creatures.
They gone.
They be gone. You best believe it rides in Brea extra hard. So it's a one-sided board wipe for 4. One-sided. Or, you know what? If I feel jazzy, I want to turn that Eldrazi into an artifact and just tell you to be gone. That's how we work in that measure. And then, last but not least,
You said it hits non-artifact or all artifacts?
All non-artifacts.
Okay, so you wouldn't necessarily turn their creature into an artifact then, right?
No, why would I? No. So that Eldrazi is my Eldrazi.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Why would I allow you to have a threat on the board? How dare you?
I apologize. I'm stupid.
I'm just saying what's going on in these streets. Anyway, the third level of the saga, exile cards in opponent's graveyard. One-sided exile.
Ooh, okay.
I keep my graveyard.
Okay.
I keep my breezies.
We're killing creatures. We're turning things into artifacts.
Yep.
And then we're wiping graveyards.
And in Bray, I can copy artifacts as easy as ABC.
Oh. Okay. That was definitely a saga worth explaining because that's a lot and it does a lot and all of that is on one card.
Oh God.
Who can believe that? So I mean there's plenty more cards with the word Phyrexian or Phyrexia in it that we could talk about. We just wanted to talk about one of the more either lesser known or unsung heroes that we feel like should get a little bit more spotlight. Of course, you got your Phyrexian altars out there doing things.
But we know about that.
We know about stuff like that. Even Phyrexian Dreadnought, people know about it, but for people, newer players who don't, when they see this thing hit the table, they sweat a little bit and things get real dangerous real quick.
I will say that if you research it, there's like 69 Phyrexia cards.
Phyrexian
cards.
Even more if you just put Phyrexia, and then we can start looking for Praetors and start throwing those to the list as well.
Exactly. But if you see any of these cards that we talked about and you want to add it to your arsenal, I need to check down in our affiliate link at the bottom of TCG. You can help yourself out, help out your local LGS, and help us out at the same time. We starting in a whole new year of giving right now. And just remember, if you're going to play fresh, you got to look fresh. That's right. Tell them about Into the AM set.
That's right. Since we're also in a given mood, we want to give our patrons and also anyone who's watching the episode today a 10% discount when you use our affiliate link at the bottom to shop Into the AM. Because, like you said, you want to look fresh, you want to stay fresh. And as we break out these fresh new Phyrexians, you're going to be the terror that bumps in the night. Because, as we always say, in space, they can't hear you scream,
but they can see your drip.
Yep, and you can drip all that Phyrexian oil right onto their playmat.
I will say this and give a shout out to you guys because we will be in Philly.
Yes, MCG Philly. I'm not sure the proper name of this con. I'm just call it MCG Philly Con.
I heard it was Get Dirty Con 2023. That's what I heard. Like
so early.
Exactly. So people's gonna get down and dirty.
Okay.
But we'll be out there, of course, playing as many games as we can possibly play. We may even post some of our deck lists so that you guys can at Light Scar and be prepared. So, and you know what? We did this grimy too because Phyrexia is Derek's favorite topic. And he ain't here to do it.
Oh well. Probably got Phyrexian eyes on the way over here.
But thank you guys for joining us for this episode. We got lots of stuff planned for this new year. Like and subscribe. But until next time.